Right then, shoulders. Like I said, last week was all about sorting out the people that got sore shoulders, or people that didn't necessarily know there was something going on, and then some of you have been, oh, that's a bit tweaky. So, as promised, video. I'll share the link for this as well in the email, alright? So that you can all kind of end up with the same one. Well, if you've already got something, great, just use what you've got, but if you're all using the same thing, then bonus. So remember, you want to be standing in the middle of your band. You're going to walk it down so you're about knee height with no tension, and then come up nice and tall. Obviously you want more tension, you go for it, but the danger with having too much tension is that if you have got something sore, you can end up working like this instead of working like this. So remember, we want to keep a nice gap between your ears and shoulders. So once you've got your band, you're going to work palms facing back. You're going to stand nice and tall, shoulders down and back. This is still core work, because if you haven't got your core switched on, you're going to start arching back. Right, so we're going to reach the hands down towards the floor. You're going to push out, and we're going to lift. Try and keep them in line with your shoulder joints and bring it all the way down. We've got 10 of them. Right, so as we're working through, you're just going to make sure you're not arching back, that your arms aren't changing alignment, so they're not twisting in the joint, that we're not starting to bring your shoulders up around your ears. Don't need any of that. We'll keep it going. We've got 5 more. 1, 2, it was worth mentioning. If you can't lift all the way, it's up to you. You either give yourself slightly less resistance, so you get a better range of movement, last one, or you don't go for full range of movement. You don't necessarily have to. Full range of movement is lovely, so it might be that you choose to only hit resistance as you come towards the end of the movement. You can even do these without, so if you've got really sore shoulder, then by all means do the movements, do them without the resistance, and just get used to the movement first. Alright, so you've done palms facing back, you're doing palms facing in towards your side, and again nice and tall, tummy switched on. So you're holding on ice cream, right, and you're going to lift the ice cream up, and we come back down. You've got 10 of those. I'm a bit worried my monster is going to attack me while I'm here. It's usually pinned in place by the side of my fireplace, but I've got rid of the fireplace because this arch is disappearing soon. Let's keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to turn it the other way. So we're palms facing out like you've dropped your ice cream. And again, nice and tall, get everything switched back on again. If you need to, you go a little bit more slack. We push out. Remember, we're still not leaning back. If you need to do this in front of a mirror so that you know that you're not arching back, then do it by all means, because if you're arching back or you're hugging your shoulders up near your ears, we're hitting the wrong beats. Keep it going. Got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a little bit of a breather, have a bit of a relax out, and bring your hands facing back in towards your thighs again, because we're going straight out to the side. Again, you want to make sure your ears stay down. Remember, less tension, better range of movement. You don't always need loads of weight into it. So palms facing the side. Remember, we don't want to be changing your alignment. We're hitting specific muscles, all right? So don't worry about full range of movement. Super tall. Push the band down, and we reach it out to the side. Remember, you're in charge, not the band. Keep it going. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, a little bit of a wiggle. We're going to push back this time. So this time we want to go down a little lower. So right next to your knees with a little bit of tension, and then we come up, super tall, palms facing in. Remember, we want to make sure we're not arching back when we're sending your arms back. Don't panic about your range of movement, think about what you're using. So super tall again, when we reach back, 1, 2, 3, keep going. Stay as tall as you can. Think you're getting taller as you reach back and taller still as you bring it forwards. Got 5 more. One more. Palms facing back behind you. We push. So you should have fairly warm shoulders by now. Remember to engage your core as you're pushing back. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you can sit down for the next one if you choose to, or you can do it standing. It's up to you, in which case you'll let go of one, bring the other one across your body. Like I said, you can sit to do this, so you sit on your band, but I'm standing and I can't be bothered fiddling with my phone. So you want to hold it, make sure you've got plenty of tension, doesn't matter whether you're sitting or standing. You're going to stick a satsuma underneath your armpit, you're going to squeeze the juice out of it, and just make sure that your shoulder is pretty much in line with your rib cage. It's not here, it's not here, in line with your rib cage, you're in line with your shoulder joint. Alright, and again, taller, we're going to roll the shoulders down, lift up through your core, and you're going to offer out a plate of cakes and control it back. So again, 10 of these. Now if you do this seated, you'll have a little bit more resistance and slightly more, probably slightly more control over what the band's up to, because it's not pulling you down, so you'll be pulling a little bit more horizontally against the band. So seated is better, but like I said, I'm just doing this because I'm being lazy. 2 more. Remember, we still want that orange squeeze underneath your armpit. And then drop it, go for the other side. Get your orange squeezed, get your plate of cakes, and offer them out. So if you do this in front of the mirror, it's really handy, because you can see if you're twisting your body with it. You can see if you're twisting your shoulder with it. You can even see if you're lifting your shoulder up as you're working. And ideally, all we want to be doing is twisting that humerus in the socket. All right, let's give it a good push. And like I said, seated will give you more resistance and more control over the band. So if this is really difficult, one more, if this is really difficult, then do it seated with a little bit more control. We'll go for a little bit of a stretch for your last one. So we're going to double the band up. And if your band isn't long enough to double up, you can do it with a single band. You can even do this with a belt. You can do it with a broom handle. It doesn't really matter. This is where I'm going to get attacked by my Monstera, isn't it? So ideally you want to be about shoulder width apart. If you're using something that doesn't stretch, go wider. We want to get the best range of movement. This is all about getting a good range of movement, all right? So we're going to take it up. And again, we want to keep the rib cage down because we're moving through the shoulder joints, not through an arched back. So we push up. And we're going to see how far we can take it back. Now, it might be that you only get here. It might be that you just get level with the back of your head. And that's as far as your shoulders say they're going to go. It might be that they're too tight across the front. Might be you can go a little bit further. Everybody's going to be different. So we just sort of ease down into it. If you can go full range of movement, fantastic. Right, we bring it, yeah, I told you I'd get the Monstera. We bring it all the way back up. And bring it back. If you can get down but coming up is difficult, take it down to wherever you've got control and then bring it straight back up. And it might be that you can do all the way around with no challenge. So I find it fairly easy, but I'm aware that when I get to about there, that's a really good stretch. Just across the front of my shoulders, into my chest, a little bit of pecs. And as I inch down, it's okay to stop and just have a little bit of a pause. Oh, that's a nice stretch there. You don't need to just keep doing the movement. It's okay to just pause where the stretch is and then see if we can control it back up. And like I said, don't worry if you can't do full range of movement. You go to wherever you've got a decent stretch or your best range of movement and challenge it. It will ease up pretty quick, and you want to aim for about 10 of those. So there you go, you've worked through your whole shoulder stuff, 10 minutes, that's all it's taken, 10 minutes. So if you know you've got a little bit of a tweaky shoulder, or you found that one of the moves was difficult when we did the sessions in class this week, this is worth working with it. So it's all very close to what you get in terms of rehab from a physio. And if you found that something was a bit tweaky and you weren't expecting it, that might just be telling you that you need to start working on things, so we don't end up with problems later on. Easier to head things off the past than it is to rehab it after a real good tweak or an injury. So like I said, I'll leave the link for the bands on the email, and I'll see you all in class.